Hi, what's up guys? We're here with Scott and his 15 horse. This is a 1976 and we're not going to be, this isn't going to be a full restore, but we're going to go over spark, compression, and everything else. The motor been sitting sideways on a on the ground for a long time. So let's see if we can bring this thing back to life. Get a better ground maybe. Let's see if it'll jump a smaller gap maybe. A little bit. Yeah, tiny. Tiny bit. Yep, spin it over. Alright, that's good. So it's 50. We may try pulling it over by hand, see if, because that's low. But hey, let's try the bottom one first to see. All right. Oh, that one's got a little more. Let's try pulling it over by hand and see if that gets any more. Yeah. All right,
where are we at?
70, about 80. It should run with 80. All right, that's 80 on the bottom. That, you almost got 75 just on that pull.
Oh, really?
80. Try one more. 80 would be on the low side, but I mean, it's just hand pulling it over.
Yeah.
But it should still start. These are pretty good actually.
What are you going to do with it once it's fixed?
Put this motor and that motor on that jumbo.
You're going to put both of them?
Try.
You can never have too many GoPros.
Yes, you can.
Alright, so the reason we wanted to do a compression test on this is because yesterday we tried to turn the flywheel over and it was stuck a little bit until we brought it back one way and then turned it again, and I was like, well, that's not good because that means there's rust or something in there. So we pulled the plugs, and this bottom plug kind of looked like this. Looked like it had some water in it. We looked in the cylinder, really couldn't see a whole lot, so we put some two-stroke oil down the cylinder, spun it over, let it sit, and put new plugs in it. So doing the compression test, you know, we didn't get as much compression as we would want, but that's also because we're not using the regular starter and we're having to wrap the rope around the flywheel, so I don't think we're getting as good as pull as we normally would. So I'm satisfied with 80 psi on both cylinders. You know, it's pretty even. Even if it's a true 80 psi, it should still run on that. We saw it pop off, so we're hopeful. We went and got some fuel line for Scott and to make up the primer bulb, and then make up some fuel and see what happens, because it was running on the two-stroke mix that we squirted in the carburetor. Sometimes if you're measuring smaller amounts, like we're just going to put a gallon or fill up a gallon jug, using one of these might help. So just to measure out the 3 gallons for 50 to 1, or 3 ounces for 50 to 1. If you look on here, it says 50 to 1 for 1 gallon. Use 3 ounces of oil. So we're going to fill it up to 3 ounces right here, just because it's easier to measure 3 ounces on here than it is on the side gauge. Like it's not pulling fuel into the carburetor. All right, so that's a no-go. This carburetor is pretty nasty anyway. The throttle won't open at all because that butterfly is stuck. And it only runs when I put 2-stroke mix in the carburetor, even though we have the bulb primed all the way up. So we're going to pull this carburetor and see what happens. There it goes. It's like a dirty carburetor.
Pretty gross in there. That's just clogged.
Oh yeah.
This is gummed up like crazy.
This is crazy blocked.
Really?
All right, so I think the main thing keeping this engine from running was that clogged jet. We took it out and the jet was just, I mean, there was nothing getting through it. It was clogged so hard even a wire, well, a piece of steel wire wouldn't even go through it until I shot quite a bit of brake cleaner through there. So we cleaned that out, we got the throttle moving, and we're gonna throw it back on. Of course, it's not, you know, this isn't gonna be perfect. Still needs a, this carb needs to be pouring all the way down, but just to see if this engine's going to run, this will do the trick for right now. Now these do not have the telltale like the 78 and later does, so you just have to watch for the water coming out the exhaust. Well, for sitting in the mud for years and years until yesterday, I'd say we're doing pretty good. But what I was trying to show is all the ants coming out of this thing while it was running. So I think the water tube maybe stopped up. That's why we weren't seeing water at first. And then slowly we started getting water everywhere. It is cooling, but very slowly. So we'll have to investigate that further. But for right now, this engine's running. I mean, it's running good. It idles, it revs up like it should. Just getting little stuff like getting the tiller arm working and the water pump, and this thing could be thrown in the water. Good job, Scott.
Oh yeah.
All right, y'all, so that's a real short getting the motor running video, or Scott's motor. He got it running, but all it was the that jet in the carburetor just totally clogged, wouldn't let it run. So we just, you know, run a wire through that main jet and it runs perfect, even idles perfect. So like I said, a few odds and ends on this thing to get it going. The lower unit seems to be working great. So he has himself a good motor here. All right, y'all, thanks for watching. Thanks to Scott for being in this video. And oh, if you liked it, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see y'all soon.